You know, the mainstream media presents us with a false choice. They present us with Republicans and Democrats. Every issue they present in the light of Republicanism or Democrats. It's an illusion. It's not a choice. They're both big government parties. They both believe in borrow and spend. One party, when they're out of power, they pretend to be against all these big government programs, but when they're in power, they pass all these same big government programs just with their stamp on it. We have two parties in America that are completely 100% out of control. They will never get any message that you are trying to send them unless you vote both parties out. The only thing they are going to understand is if a third party wins a race against both of these two parties. The two big government parties is all they are. So the Tea Party, if you're trying to send the Republicans and Democrats a message, the only way they're going to understand, the only way they're going to get the message is if you send a third party candidate to office. They will understand nothing else. You can go back through history as long as you want, and you can see that the rhetoric they use during the election campaign, they follow none of it after the election. Go back to the Republicans in '94 with the big Republican revolution. They were going to eliminate federal departments. They were going to cut spending. They were going to do all this other stuff. They didn't do any of it. They actually increased funding for the same departments they ran on cutting. You cannot trust Republicans and you cannot trust the Democrats. They will say anything to anybody to get elected. It's time that America showed both parties that we're tired and we're fed up. The only thing standing between the election of a third party and these other two big government parties is you. Your vote, your support. Don't be the guy waiting around. Be the leader. Say, I'm supporting this third party candidate. I'm no longer supporting Democrats and Republicans. They can do nothing to get my vote. Only then will the two big government parties understand that the American people are serious. Threatening a Democrat with a Republican won't work. They know in one election or two elections they will get voted right back into power because America's memory is short. Threatening a Republican with a Democrat won't work because they know the same thing. We have got to break the cycle. It's insanity to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. The only way you're going to get a different result is if you send a third party candidate to office. I recommend the Constitution Party. You may have another in mind. Either way, vote out Democrats and Republicans. You cannot trust them. They don't deserve your trust. They've never done anything to earn your trust. Vote them all out in November.